I know we are in the middle of a horrific weather event. No one is going anywhere. Time is frozen, literally and figuratively. There is no phone call you might miss, no obligation pulling you away. You have the time. And I know the impulse will be to say, I'm not doing this tonight. This is too much to read. Please don't do that. For once, set the defenses aside. Open your heart to what your son, the one you made, the one you have always wanted to see succeed more than anyone else on this earth, is trying to say to you. This is coming directly from my heart, and I need you to hear it because it matters more than I know how to say calmly. I know how you frame me. I know the story you've been told and maybe even tell yourself. That I am an indoctrinated homosexual, someone you tried to raise with values who got swept up in a cultural wave and came out the other side woke, fragile, ungrateful, anti-American. I need you, just for a moment, to put that entire narrative down. Please consider the possibility that you raised a human being with good values. Someone who thinks for himself. Someone who loves his country deeply. Someone who understands its history, its ideals, and its contradictions. Someone who can respect leadership when it is earned and call out cruelty when it is not. A son who does not vote or believe on autopilot, and who does not arrive at convictions lightly. Please take all the good you ever tried to put into me and read this entire letter just this once. There is no deadline. You are safe. You are warm. You are a captive audience. It may be hard, but please stay with me to the end. These are my thoughts. Is this what you voted for, Mama? I cannot fathom a human being who would voluntarily go out in this weather with nothing to gain. No money. No power. No recognition. Only because they loved their country. That is it. That alone. What kind of person does that? What kind of human being leaves a warm home and steps into deadly cold because their conscience will not let them sit still? It is brutally cold, Mom. You know that. Now imagine that person sitting at home, wrestling with it, knowing something is wrong, realizing that crying on the couch is not enough. Deciding instead, this matters too much. I don't know exactly what I can do, but I have to be heard. So they lace up their boots and go. And for that, they are killed. Renee Good and Alex Preddy were not violent. They were not menacing. They were not predators or agitators. They were loving people. People with families. People who mattered deeply to others. They did not deserve to die frozen and bleeding on the ground because of outrage whipped into something feral. I need you to hear this part clearly. I am like them. I am passionate. I am outspoken. I am hot-headed when I see injustice. I absolutely fit the profile of someone who could step into a moment like that, speak too loudly, refuse to back down, and end up powerless. I could very easily be the one lying breathless on frozen ground, blood soaking into the ice, masked men standing over me, the air heavy with gun smoke and then silence. And I need you to ask yourself, honestly, what kind of mother buries a child like that? Because Renee and Alex had parents. Real parents. Parents who loved them the way you love me. And no, those parents are not caricatures. They are not evil invaders. They are not monsters trying to steal something from you. They are mothers and fathers who would crawl through fire on broken glass to protect their children. And you know that, because that is you. I know you better than most people ever will. I know the kind of mother you are. I know, without question, that if it meant crawling on scabbed knees through flames to give your children a chance at a better life, you would do it without hesitation. Which is why I need you to really sit with this. If you were a mother in a village run by cartel violence, and the only option you had for the three wide-eyed, beautiful humans you made with your own body was to pick them up and move, to break a few rules along the way, to keep walking no matter how bruised or exhausted you became, you would do it. You would not stop. No man on earth could stop you. I know this because I know you. In your soul, you are one of those women. You cannot deny that, and I don't believe you would try. Which is why it breaks something in me when compassion suddenly has borders. When empathy suddenly has conditions. When the humanity you live by as a mother disappears when it is applied to someone who doesn't look like us or vote like you. Because the people being dehumanized are not abstractions. They are Renee. They are Alex. They are people like me. I am telling you this because of the conviction you instilled in me. I cannot make peace with cruelty dressed up as righteousness. I cannot pretend this is normal. And I cannot, in good conscience, maintain closeness with anyone who supports a movement that makes deaths like these acceptable or inevitable. That does not mean I love you any less. I love you with my entire heart. But this matters. It matters in ways that feel existential to me. Please understand how much it costs me to say this. Please understand how afraid I am of a world where outrage is encouraged and restraint is mocked. Please understand that when I speak this way, it is not rebellion. It is conscience. Please stay warm. And please, for me, sit with this and think about what it would mean if the person on that frozen ground were your son. Right now I have to go outside and try to find that toy you gave me for them. As I'm doing so I get this gut-wrenched feeling. In news accounts I have read Alex Preddy had one big passion in his life. His damn dog. From all accounts he loved that dog more than anything. I wish I could contact that family and get that dog and replace the love it no longer has. I am absolutely moved to tears over it. This isn't a game anymore. That man is a cruel menace. He is not a Christian. I am positively sure that if deceased Helen Keller herself could not see this before now, I would wager my entire existence surely she could now. So while I am blessed enough to get to go look for my sweet brat of a dog crew who dragged the toy out there in the first place, or just as I would do for sweet absent-minded Macy, or like I would have done for the one that reigns over all the others for all of time brew, I will be thinking of the poor distressed dog who may even still be jumping up every time they hear a car door close because they might still be thinking my daddy is finally home. Yay, I get to see my daddy. Where did you go? I thought I would never see you again. But not long after has to go patiently wait in its bed just as the dog will likely do for the rest of its life. This is not God. This is not American. This is not a game, an us versus them. This is not just some arrogant, entitled, morbidly obese joke of a tangerine man. He isn't God's representative on this earth dispatched by God to make America great again. This isn't just being an openly and disgustingly misogynistic piece of scum calling a woman piggy to her face on national television aboard Air Force One because she dare have the audacity to ask him a question that didn't begin and end with her tongue down his fat, sweaty, disgusting ass crack. This is not about me proving my point and convincing someone who doesn't agree with me to capitulate to my position because I have some fixation on being right. Not by a long shot. I wish for 1 second I were unprincipled and just being willfully combative. This man is a menace to our peace. He is a danger to our way of life in this country, and I pray with every ounce in me that you finally see what I am saying about him. I can swear to you on everything I have loved or ever will love, if you just once and for all opened your eyes and saw this, you would not hear me gloat or bring it up or I told you so or see. If you just showed to me you have the heart and soul and conscience and conviction that I know is there, I will never bring it up. I just need to know this is not the woman who raised me. She is not this cruel, and she is not this unthinking person that I fear so much. And if I even slip and start to mention the error of supporting him to begin with, all you will ever have to do is raise and aim your finger at me, and I swear you will receive every ounce of respect and silence out of me. With one wave of your finger I will close my mouth and fall entirely silent and submissive. This is not right. I love you so much.